Hey guys, it's Devin here with DW Golf Co. and welcome back for another exciting episode of our Golf Course Creator series here at Mammoth Pass Golf Course. So we just finished 15. Cool little par 4 running over the little lake here. And now we're gonna tackle 16 here. It's a big dog leg left. Running about 411. 359. 411, 359. So it's long-ish, not terribly long. Should be pretty reachable. Let's look at our tee box situation. We're obviously going to have to sculpt this out a little bit. It is pretty near number 15 over there, so let's see if we can move that over just a little bit. I think something like that's probably pretty good. And I don't mind that height there. That should be good. Bounce out a little bit. There we go. Not sure what's going on with this right here, but I'm going to move this in. Sorry, I just saw this as I was going around, and might as well fix it now so I don't have to worry about trying to fix it later. I'm just going to bring this in like that. Go ahead and smooth that path out a little bit. Just don't want a ton of stuff going on there. Apparently I did not do a very good job of flattening that last time. So let's push that down around the edge here of our mountain. That way it's not quite as crazy. Just kind of level this out a little bit. Definitely getting a little wild there. Okay, feel better about that. Let's check out number 16 here. So let's add in our fairway for our tee box. Feeling good about that. Just shrink this up to match. And it's actually kind of a cool tee box just right off the edge of the water there. I don't think you're going to end up with too many shots that are that far off. Do have a good view of the hole. Let's see about starting up our green here. Green is kind of in a little valley. I think you can make kind of a cool little green surface here. So I think if you kind of go out like this, something like that maybe. Go ahead and close that up, fill it, smooth the path, maybe move this particular point out just a smidge more. Yeah, something like that. That way if you're coming in from right here in the corner, you have a nice inviting green. So if you're hitting it up around here, this 280-ish mark, which I feel like we're putting a big old mountain ridge right in there, gonna be tough to climb that. But if you end up in here, you only have about 50, 60 yards to the green. So let's go ahead and start this fairway. Just spline this guy in. I'm going to have it follow our green here a little bit. Just kind of keep it right along those lines. Then we hit about that 200-yard mark. Just follow the mountains. Run that in about like that. And we'll fill that, smooth the path, and toggle that second surface. That's good. Let's move this particular point a little bit more out toward out there. Grab this one, do the same. Just gonna move it out here. Yeah, that's good. And we will also move this spline point in just a little bit. And this one here. Let's move that in about right there. I like that. Gives us room for a bunker right here on that side. We'll let's flatten out this area here quite a bit. Let's go ahead and drop that at about 4 feet. Yep, that's looking pretty good. See what kind of slopes we're getting here on this green. Let's reset that. Let's level that out. Don't mind that big slope in there around the back side and that edge. I'm going to try to flatten out some of this. And I'm going to try to build out a little bit more this ridge for the bunker. But I think we'll go right there. That ought to be similar to some of the holes that we did on the front nine. We have a nice big ridge of a bunker to get out of. Yeah, that looks pretty good there. I'm just going to flatten this out as we get further away from the thing. Further away from the green, you still have a little bit of something. There we go. Nice little valley there for our bunker that we're going to throw in. There we go. There we go. It should feel like a penalty when you land in that bunker. All right, let's go ahead and soften this up just a little bit. Just try to flatten it. Don't mind the slope going out toward the front. Don't even mind this all that much. A little bit up on that hill. I think if we can get a good angle here. Maybe push this down here a little bit. That's too much. Yeah. Just trying to get something going here. That's looking kind of nice. Just flatten that out a little bit. And kind of push this down right about here. Let's see how that affects the green. Definite false front. Definitely want to flatten this out a little bit more up there. That way it has some place to grab another pin position there. But this is going to be an interesting green to contend with. Probably have 1, 2, 3, and depending on how saucy we want to be up here on the front. Could end up with another pretty rough pin position up here. Yeah, I'm liking the looks of that green so far. Feeling pretty good about that. Let's start building in some mountains. I will say this is the first course that I've just been like, oh, let's build some mountains right in the middle of it. Most of the holes previously that I've designed with mountains, I've done this all pre-planned, kind of built out the mountain part before I built out the actual hole. So let's just kind of level that out just a little bit. Yep, a little bit of ridge there isn't going to hurt anybody. That's good. Push that down just a little. Down on the front, it's going to go up and around. So I like that. See if we can get some more height out of this without it cutting into these other holes too much. I like that there, right around the little mountain lake action. Kind of a cool little beach. Water not coming into play as much as I originally thought on this hole, and that's all right. Nothing wrong with that. Just to push that down just a little. I guess I could always make it come into play. I just don't know that I want to. Yep, that's looking pretty solid. Pretty solid right there. Could throw a bunker right over here. I don't know if I will. Just for funsies, let's go ahead and play test this just to see how it kind of feels on this particular hole. The 16th. Oh, one big problem already. Can't see over the old tee box. Let's see if this mountain ridge over here is even going to play a factor in that. Doesn't appear to, but could throw a couple bunkers up there short. And I feel like that could be good. Just for those long hitters. We are looking at about 80%, 70-80% of power. This is going to roll out. And finds a nice soft little landing spot over there. Mostly straight putt, a little bit right to left there in the middle. And solid par. Cool, so let's go ahead and go back to our edit mode. Swing back over there to 16, which thankfully is not far from where we're set up. And let's look at lowering this ground right here. So I'm going to go Sculpt Land, Flatten. Let's hop into this brush. This is a good brush for where we are and what we're doing, I think. Let's kind of carve us a little path here. Carving us a little path. It's a happy little path with happy little trees. And a happy little fairway. We don't have many trees, really. No trees. No trees. Starting to see a bit of the terrain there. It's good. Flatten that. Maybe boost this up just a smidge. Make it a little less flat. Flat's okay. Too flat's not. Not like that. So let's go ahead and add a bunker. We'll go with our kind of whatever brush this is. I don't know what that is. We're going to throw that right there. Like that. Let's go back here with our wispy brushes. We'll make this a part of our greenside bunker. Right here. That's looking pretty cool. Almost feel like we could build these mountains up just a little bit more. Left is dead. Short right is not good, but not impossible. It's more of a deterrent for going for it. All right, let's drop this down here at an angle. That way it's all kind of the same. That way if you're here, you're not losing your mind because you hit it into a bunker that you couldn't see. Let's push this guy up just a little bit. There on the back side. Just trying to bring that up so that makes it easier to see as well. So you got a couple different ways you can do it. You push down the front and push up the back. Makes that bunker really visible. Cool, I'm going to push this down right here. Just a little bit, kind of feeds into that bunker area. Or I just want it to be visible. Kind of the same concept. That started moving with the green, which is not what I wanted it to do. Let's shrink up that brush size. Push that down right there. And we'll even that out just a little bit. So it's not completely going out there. That's good. So up here I can clearly see that there's a bunker down there. And there's a bunker right there. Cool. I'm not going to worry about roughing this one in just because of how far it is and where it is here. This other one I will rough in. Something like that. Close that off. Fill it. Smooth it out. That way it's all nice and purty. And let's go ahead and go back in here with that small fuzzy brush. Pump that down to 4 inches. We're just in that zone where it's kind of a fairway bunker, kind of not. Go ahead and do the same down here, just going around the edges of our bunker down here. It's a little wild. Just kind of creating a little river of sand. I'm liking the path that we have here. Yeah, I feel pretty good about that. Feeling good about the hole. Really, the course as a whole, I'm pretty happy with. Some neat little wrinkles here in the fairway. Might soften that one out just a little bit. But really, on the whole, it's not a bad looking hole. Yeah. I'd like to see a little bit more of that lake over here, I guess. So let's make that happen. I have the power to do it. So let's just push this down until we hit that water table. Just kind of expand that in. Little mountain lake. Kind of like that. See how that changes the view here at the 16th. That's kind of cool. That is kind of cool. Brings the water a little bit into play, but not really. It makes some people want to make water into play. Let's add that, move that right over there. Then we were pulling driver. If you can't hit it the 200 yards necessary, then that's all right. Just know that's going to be a rough go. So there's 15 and 16, 14, 15, 16, right there. Cool little turn of holes right there, if you ask me. Let's go ahead and play test this on again. Now that we have a little bit more visibility, a lot more things going on. Let's bump that up to 5. Try pin 4. Yeah, that's a good looking hole. I'm liking that. Got a lot of wind going right to left on this. Now I'm gonna power draw it anyway. See what kind of kick we get off of this hill. So apparently this hole is a drivable par 4. But you can also go all the way off into the nethers. I really want that to just be rock. That way it just goes directly into the rock. Or into the bunker. It immediately goes off. Ooh, almost a chip-in eagle. Yeah, so if the wind's blowing you right on that hole, you can end up in a really nice spot, like just off the green. Cool. So there's hole number 16. Really excited about this back 9. It's turning into being quite the complex holes. Yeah. So I guess that's it for 16. Thank you guys once again so much for watching. This is Devin with DW Golf Co. If you haven't already, give us a like. Make sure you subscribe and follow so you don't miss any of the awesome content that we're putting out here on PGA 2K 21 and 23. This course is being built in 21. But we're going to publish it, import it into 23. That way everybody can enjoy it on both versions of the game. If you guys have any questions, comments, likes, dislikes, etc., yeah, just let us know. And I'm excited to get working on this some more with you guys. Until next time, this is Devin out. Have a great day.